So children, did everyone bring what I told yesterday?
Yes, Father.
That's great. Did you bring yours, Matthew?
Yes, Father. Here, it's in my bag.
And you, Lucy?
Here it is, Father.
Good. Now I want you all to put your building sets on your table and start building a tower. And as you build the tower, I will tell you the story of Babel Tower.
Babel Tower?
Yes, Matthew. Do you remember the story of Noah that I told you yesterday?
Yes, Father. You told us how God created a flood and only Noah and his family survived by building the ark.
That's very good, Matthew. So after they survived, God said to Noah, Noah, you will have many children, and they too will have many more. They will fill the whole earth. The descendants of Noah populated the earth again. But as time passed, pride and selfishness filled the human hearts.
Today we are strong. There is only God above us.
We are all united and strong. No one should be above us, not even God.
We must find a way to be above God.
Yes, it is not good for us to be under anyone. What can we do?
Why don't we build a huge tower? A tower that reaches the heavens in the sky?
That's a brilliant idea. That will stand as a monument to our people and show everyone how great we have become. Let's start the work immediately.
The people started building the tower. They made the tower using bricks, and up went the tower. But when God saw the city and the tower, He knew that mankind had lost their way. They were building a monument to themselves instead of worshipping God, who had made everything possible. So God decided to puzzle the people by confusing their language so they won't understand each other.
Hegi!
Soon there was confusion. Friends could hear each other speak, but they could not understand what others said. And because of this confusion, they had to stop building the tower. This city was called Babel, which means confused.
Yay! I have finished building my tower.
Oh, that's a good one, Matthew. I can see that all of your towers are up. Good work, everyone.
Thank you, Father. Can you tell us another story from the Bible? Please, Father.
Why not? Now that all of you have learned about the Tower of Babel, let me tell you the next story from the Bible.
Which one is that, Father?
I'll tell you the story of Abraham.
Who was Abraham?
Many years after the time of Noah, there was a man named Abraham. He was a good man who owned many sheep and cattle. He lived with his wife Sarai in the land of Haran. Abraham was a godly man who lived his life by the ways of the Lord. His only sorrow was that he didn't have any children. One day God spoke to Abraham. Abraham, leave your country and your people and go to the land I will guide you to. If you do, I will cause you to become a great nation. I will bless you and make your name famous, and you will be a blessing to many others. Surai, Surai. Surai, Surai.
What, dear?
Surai, dear, you won't believe what I'm going to say to you.
What is it, dear?
You know what? God just spoke to me.
God?
Yes, dear. God just spoke to me. Can you believe that?
That's wonderful, dear. What did he tell you?
Hello.
Oh, hello, Lord, my nephew.
Why are you gasping? You seem very excited.
Yes, I'm very excited.
Lot, God just spoke to Abraham.
What? God? I can't believe this. Ho ho!
Yes, Lord, the mighty God just spoke to me.
What did he tell you?
God told me to leave our home and our country.
What? But where did God want us to go?
He didn't tell me that, but he said he'll keep guiding us.
But dear, do you think that's a good idea to leave everything and just leave?
Yes, how can we leave just like that? What about our house? And the flock? And what about our relatives?
I know this sounds crazy, Lord, but we must have faith in God, and we must trust Him. God will guide us.
Don't worry. I'll come with you wherever you want me to.
Yes, we will do whatever you tell us to do.
Abraham started out from Haran as Lord had told him to do. His wife Sarai and nephew Lot went with him. They took their cattle, the sheep, horses, and camels with them. They wandered through the hills and valleys for a long time. They ate wild fruits when they were hungry. They drank water from the streams, and when they were tired, they slept under the trees. They did not lose their faith in God and kept traveling like God told them to. And after a very long journey, they arrived in the land of Canaan.
Haha! We have finally arrived.
Yes, dear, I need to thank God. Let me go and pray. Abraham, this is the land that I give to you and your family forever. Thank you, Lord. But their happiness didn't last for long, as it didn't rain for a long time, and a severe drought came upon the land. Abraham and his family had no other option but to move south to find food for themselves and for their animals. And they eventually reached the border of Egypt.
Is this Egypt?
They say that there is food further south along the river Nile and grains to be bought in the marketplace.
Will the Egyptians allow us to enter their land, dear?
I hope so. We have silver and gold to pay for everything we buy.
I'm afraid, dear. What if they rob us?
I'm not sure of this plan. I think we should turn back.
No, no, we must enter Egypt. Otherwise, there is no hope for us. Can't you see that the animals are dying of thirst? We must do this.
We understand that, but what if they are not good people and harm us? What if they get attracted by your wife? They might kill us to take her.
Oh Lord, I can't let that happen. Sarai, you must stay here. I'll go and come back in a few days.
No, dear. I can't think of living without you. I would rather die.
I too can't live without you, Sarai. We have to find a way for us to enter Egypt together.
That could be dangerous, Uncle.
Hey, I have an idea. What if we tell them Sarai is my sister?
That's a brilliant idea.
Yes, then they will respect you and welcome us as her family.
I think it's going to be a good plan. Come on, let's get going then. We have no time to spare. Hello,
Huh? Who are you?
my name is Abraham. We came from the north because we were facing a terrible drought up there.
So, what do you want me to do?
We came looking for food to feed my family and the animals. We can't trade our sheep for the food.
We don't need more animals.
Then we'll pay in silver, sir.
What? Who is this beauty?
Me? I'm his sister.
Wow, you're such a beauty.
Then,
Sir, can we finish what we were discussing about the trade, sir?
Oh, that can wait. But first let me take you all to Pharaoh. I'm sure he will give you a great deal. Come with me.
Oh no.
it's going to be all right.
God, please help me.
Your Majesty,
Yes? Oh, who is this woman?
tell him. Tell him your name.
Your Majesty, my name is Surai. I have come from the north with my brother. We came here looking for food.
You are truly beautiful, Surai. Can I have the pleasure to invite you for a feast tonight?
Feast?
Say yes, dear. He will get angry if you deny him.
Yes. I'll join you for the feast, but only if you allow my brother to join us.
Of course your brother can come, and your whole family can join too.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
We are so lucky that Egypt didn't have to face the drought, and we are lucky that you and your family found your way to Egypt.
You have been more than generous to us, Pharaoh. We will return to Canaan as soon as it rains.
Oh yes, but if you wish, you can become citizen of Egypt and marry and have kids here. I can make you a governor with a palace of your own.
Oh, Your Majesty, you are too generous.
And such generosity deserves its reward.
What do you want me to do?
You have a jewel befitting a king, a jewel I desire more than anything on this earth.
What jewel do you speak of?
I speak of your sister. Do you not see what a beauty she is?
I don't think.
I can see how honored you are that Pharaoh would take your sister as his wife.
No. Yes, Yes, I'm honored.
Haha, let's celebrate.
Pharaoh, the king of Egypt, had more than 20 wives, and he used to take for himself any women he liked. Fearing Pharaoh's wrath, Abraham couldn't object.
Leave and don't disturb us. Come to me, dear.
Okay.
But before Pharaoh could touch Surai, he fell down with a terrible headache, and his whole body was covered with burns.
Ah, my head. Oh, what? What is this?
What? What happened?
Ah, send for my doctor. Quick. Ah.
Yes, I'll get him right away.
You should not touch her. She belongs to someone else.
What? I don't believe this. Is it true, Surai? Are you anyone's woman?
I...
Tell me the truth now.
Yes, Lord. I'm the wife of Abraham. I'm so sorry for lying to you.
What? But you told me he's your brother.
I'm sorry, Pharaoh. We were afraid you would kill us if we said the truth.
So you lied to me? Go and get Abraham immediately. Why did you do this to me, Abraham?
I'm really sorry. When we came to Egypt, we feared we would be robbed and slain. Because of Surai, you protected me and my people. You have been gentle to us. I told Surai was my sister, but the truth is, she's actually my half-sister, and yes, she's also my wife. I plead for your forgiveness.
I'm in no mood to forgive. But if your God will lift this curse from us, you'll be free to leave Egypt and keep the gifts I gave you.
Thank you, Pharaoh. We will leave immediately. So Abraham left Egypt with his family. They took with them much more gold and animals than they had arrived with. But trouble lay ahead as they returned to their homeland. This is the land that God promised me and my family forever.
Why hasn't God granted me land of my own?
Listen, when my brother Huran died, I took you into my family. Surai and I raised you as if you were our own son.
I know, but
There's no but. You are my family, and you share in this blessing that God has given me.
Abraham's flock is always driven at the front, and they get the best grass.
I know.
Abraham is getting old.
And look at his wife. So vain and beautiful. Yet she can't have any children.
Yeah.
I think it's time for you to take your rightful place and show him that you are his equal.
I will, dear. Tomorrow I'll ask my shepherds to take my flock ahead of Abraham.
Yes, you have as much as rights to this land as he does.
No, you have to come behind.
Who are you to say that? My master told us to go in the front.
No, my master will get angry if I tell him this.
My master is no weakling.
You know, my master is above yours.
No, I won't let you.
Who are you to let me? Move aside, you.
How dare you push me? Hear you.
Oh yeah? That's all you've got?
Lord, why did you ask your men to put your flock ahead of mine?
So, Why should your flock always get the best grazing?
That's a good question, Lord. But you should have come to me for discussing it.
Why should I come to you?
If you had come to me, then our men wouldn't be fighting themselves. And now our animals are scattered all over the countryside.
I didn't think about that.
Of course you didn't. Come with me, Lord. This is the land that God promised me. Lord, we can't allow a split in our family.
But, Uncle,
Listen, I have decided that we should separate our flocks and herds, and we should go separate ways.
no, I didn't mean to.
Don't. Let me complete. Even though we'll be away from one another, we will stay close to each other.
Yes. I'm sorry, Uncle.
Look over there. On that side is the valley of Jordan, and this side are the hills of Canaan. You can choose any piece of land you want, and I will go the other way.
I think I will take the valley.
Very well. May the Lord bless you and your family.
Thank you.
If you ever need me, just send a messenger and I will come, because you are my flesh and blood. So Abraham and Lot parted company in the promised land. Abraham took his family and animals and all his possessions and went to live near the great trees of Mamre near Hebron. So, did you all like this story?
Yes, Father.
Who can say the name of Abraham's wife?
Sarai. Abraham's wife was called Sarai.
That's good, Lucy. And who can say the name of Abraham's nephew?
He was called Lot.
Right again. Well done, Matthew.
Thank you, Father.
Now who can tell me why Abraham lied to Pharaoh?
I can answer that, Father.
Yes, you tell me, George.
Abraham had to lie to the Pharaoh because if he told the truth, then the Pharaoh would have killed him.
That's correct, George. Well done. Now that's enough for today. You should take the tower you made and show it to your parents. We'll meet again tomorrow. Bye, everyone.
Bye, Father.
Good morning, children.
Good morning, Father.
Did you all like the story of Jacob I told you yesterday?
Yes.
Aha! I'm glad you liked it. Do you have any doubts from the story?
Father, I have a doubt.
Yes, Lucy.
Father, why did Jacob receive the blessing even though Esau was the firstborn?
That's a good question. Sit down and I'll answer your question. Usually the paternal blessings are given to the firstborn, but Esau had given his birthright as the firstborn to Jacob, and that's why Jacob was able to receive the blessing. Do you remember how Jacob got the birthright?
Yes, one day when Esau was hungry, he swore the birthright to Jacob in exchange for the food Jacob had made.
That's correct. He was always a schemer, and that's why he was named Jacob. Does anyone remember what the name of Jacob means?
Jacob means the one who grasps the heel.
That's correct. And why was he named that?
Because he was holding the heels of his older brother when he came out of his mother's womb.
You've got that correct. Good one, Matthew. Now who can tell me about the promise that Jacob made at Bethel?
Me!
Yes, George, tell me.
When God spoke to Jacob at Bethel, he realized that the place was a gateway to heavens. He swore an oath that he will come back to the same place. He also swore that the Lord will be his only God.
Correct. And where did he go from there?
He left for Haran from there.
That's very good, George. All right, let me continue from where I stopped yesterday.
Hey, you little one. Here, eat some grass. Oh, so you're not hungry?
Jacob stayed at Laban's place for 30 days. He looked after Laban's sheep while he was there. During his stay here, Jacob and Rachel grew quite close to each other, and Jacob fell in love with Rachel.
I have brought you some water.
Oh, you didn't have to, you know.
Don't you drink water?
Yes, I meant. I mean, thank you anyway.
Here then, have this.
Did your father see you coming here?
I met father on my way here. He said he'll be coming here soon.
He doesn't usually come here at this time. Did he say why he's coming?
I don't know. You can ask him yourself. There he is.
Hey, Jacob.
Hello.
Rachel, your mother was searching for you.
I'm going there now. Bye, Jacob.
Bye, Rachel.
Jacob, sit down. I have to talk to you about something.
What is it?
I can see that you're doing great work with the sheep and in the farm. Thank you, Jacob.
Oh, that's all right.
No, Jacob. I appreciate your hard work. But just because you are my nephew, you don't have to work for nothing. I'm ready to pay you.
No, uncle. I can't take any pay from you.
Oh, Jacob, we can do that. I have to give you something in return for your work here.
I think I'm interested in something.
What is it? Go on. Tell me.
If you let me marry Rachel, then I shall work for you for 7 years.
Huh? Fine. I'll let you marry Rachel. I'd rather give her to you than someone else.
Oh, thank you, uncle. Haha. Thank you.
Jacob worked very hard for 7 years. Years passed by, and Laban got richer and richer by Jacob's hard work.
One more month. It's just one more month, and Rachel will be mine.
But Laban was making other plans to deceive Jacob.
He tricked his father. He tricked his brother. I'm going to get him this time.
At the end of 7 years, Jacob approached Laban for marrying Rachel. Laban agreed and arranged a wedding feast.
This is wonderful. Here, have some more wine.
Oh no, I've had enough.
Come on, drink it up. This is a big day for you.
All right.
Here you go. I have to get him drunk today. And here, have a little more.
Okay. Can you take me to my tent? I want to go to my tent.
When Jacob was drunk, Laban took Jacob to his tent.
Come here, Jacob. Here is your wife.
My wife, my love.
Due to the intoxication and darkness in the tent, Jacob didn't realize that the woman was not Rachel. It was Leah.
Good morning, dear.
Good morning. Leah? What are you doing here? Where is Rachel?
Don't you remember? He slept with me yesterday.
No, that cannot be. I've been cheated. Where is your father?
He's in his tent.
Good morning, Jacob.
You cheated me.
Jacob, let me...
Why did you do this to me? You knew I worked for 7 years for Rachel. Why?
I'm sorry, son, but it's not the custom in our country to marry the younger daughter before elder one.
You should have told me that before, rather than cheating me like this.
Calm down, Jacob, calm down. I let you marry Rachel too, but
what?
But you'll have to work for me for another 7 years.
Huh? Another 7 years?
It's just another 7 years, Jacob. Think about it. I will arrange for your marriage with Rachel in a week's time.
Alright, I agree. I will work for you for 7 more years if you give me a Rachel.
It's done. Hee, I fooled him again.
And as Laban promised, he got Rachel married to Jacob.
Jacob, from now on, you may have Rachel also as your wife.
Under the supervision of Jacob, Laban's flocks, sheep and goats multiplied tenfold. Leah gave birth to many children, and Rachel gave birth to a boy, who they named Joseph. Those were the days of contentment for all of them. But all this while, Jacob wanted to return to his land with his family.
Hello, Joseph.
Papa. Nana.
Haha. I love you so much.
You seem very happy.
How can I not be? I have a beautiful wife and great children. I am so lucky to have all of this.
But I know you. You want to return to your land for many days now.
Yes, I want to go back to my land.
Then why don't you talk to my father?
I am going to talk to him.
But when? You've been thinking about this for many days now.
I'll talk to him today. Here, hold him. I'll go right now and talk to him.
Good luck, dear.
Hey, Jacob, why are you here? Who is looking after the sheep then?
Rachel is taking care of that. I came here to talk to you.
Talk to me. What's so important that you left the sheep and came here?
It's important. You must listen.
All right. What is it?
Please listen patiently. I've been thinking about telling this to you for many days now.
Go on. Tell me, Jacob.
I want to return to my homeland. I want to go back there with my wives and children.
What? But But why? Aren't you happy here?
I am happy, but I want to return to the land promised to my forefathers.
But no, you can't just leave like that.
I am sorry, but I have to go.
Then stay for a while longer. I will pay you whatever it takes.
Okay, I will stay if you can pay me for my labor.
Name your wages and I'll pay you.
Alright, then you shall give me from your flock every black, speckled, spotted animal as my wages. All the white ones will be yours.
It's all right. I will give them.
Then I'll stay.
It's done then. Get back to your work. He is asking for too much. I will trick him again. Hee hee.
Laban had become very greedy and he wanted to keep the entire animal for himself. He decided to trick Jacob again.
Rachel, I'm going to the city. I'll be back before sunset.
He's gone. Come on, sons.
Where are we going, father?
To the farm.
It's our farm too. Why are we hiding then, father?
Because Jacob must not know what we are doing.
What are we doing, father?
Will you shut up and just do as I tell you? Is that difficult?
I'm sorry, father.
Huh? Come here, you black one. Come on, you fools. Get inside and get all black, spotted or speckled ones.
Father, you are brilliant. You are catching the black ones so that we don't have to give Jacob anything.
Yes, I'm not giving Jacob anything. These are all yours.
Laban did not want to give anything to Jacob, so he picked all the black, spotted and speckled animals and gave them to his sons. But when Jacob came back and saw the farm, he realized he had been cheated by Laban again.
Huh, Laban, he cheated me again.
What happened, dear?
What happened? It's your father.
What did he do this time?
See this. There are only pure white sheep in this farm. He took all sheep that should have come to me.
Oh dear, I'm sorry for what my father did.
And your brothers. They keep saying that I stole all their wealth.
But why? They are the ones who are stealing here.
I think we'll have to escape from here with whatever we have left with. Else, they will come back and take all what we have left.
I think we should leave today itself. Let's go back to your father's land.
Yes, my father's land. You are right, Rachel. Let's leave tonight itself.
The next morning, Jacob left with his wives, his children, and all his belongings. He was traveling towards Canaan.
There, I got you. Are you all right?
Yes. Come on, let's hurry.
I knew he was a cheater.
Father, he took all our sheep too.
He must have left 2 days ago, that thief.
Father, I can see his footprints.
Then we shouldn't be standing here anymore. Come on, let's follow the prince and we'll catch him. He couldn't have reached far. We can catch him in a few days. Come on, sons.
Laban kept following Jacob for 7 days, but on the 7th night, he received a message from God himself. Laban, you should not touch Jacob. You shouldn't even say an unkind word to Jacob.
Yes, my lord. Please forgive me.
After a few days, Laban caught up with Jacob, but Laban remembered God's warning, and he was afraid of harming Jacob.
You thought you could escape from me and my sons?
I didn't try to escape. All these are mine. You only had a few skinny goats when I came to you. All that you have earned is because of my hard work.
Don't start now. I would have killed you if the god had not stopped me. You should.
At least now, you have learned that there is God to protect the weak.
All right.
Now that you know that God is with us, let's make a treaty today.
Treaty? What treaty?
A treaty that you will never cross this monument ever to harm us.
I would never want to see you ever again. I'll make that promise. I swear by the name of the Lord.
Laban went back after making the promise to Jacob. Jacob then continued with his journey towards Canaan. Jacob then sent a messenger to Esau, informing him about his arrival. But when he returned, he had some bad news to share.
Master, Esau has sent an army of 400 men against you. What shall we do, Master?
400 men, is it? We must divide the flock into 2 groups.
Yes, Master.
Half the family will go with one and the other half in another group. That way, if Esau attacks one group, then the others can escape.
That's a good idea, Master.
Alright, go and tell this to others.
That night Jacob prayed to the Lord, thanking him and praising him for the favors he had shown Jacob since he left his father's house. He also begged God to intervene and stop Esau from attacking his family.
Please God, please help us from Esau's attacks. Who are you?
You mustn't ask.
Stop! Why? Please! I'm tired of this running. I will not let go. No, I will not let go. I am not running anymore.
You will no longer be called Jacob. You will now be known as Israel, which means the one who wrestled with God and prevailed.
I have seen God face to face and yet I live. Ha ha ha. My leg hurts. I have to go on. I am ready. Ready for Esau or anyone in this world. Don't be afraid, dear.
I'm not afraid. I have you.
Jacob, you're here. It's been a long time. Where were you?
Esau!
My brother.
Don't worry about the past, my brother. Thank you. You must meet my family.
Are they your children?
Yes. God had been kind to me.
And what about the flocks of sheep and goats that I saw on my way?
Yes, they are mine too. God has blessed me abundantly.
And the camels and the cattle?
Yes, but you must accept them as my gift to you.
Oh, no. I have all the wealth I need. You may keep them.
Please don't say no. You must accept them for my satisfaction.
I don't need gifts from my brother. Now come on home.
I will, brother.
And so Jacob returned to the land of Canaan and made peace with Esau.
Father, how many children did Jacob have?
He had 12 sons and a daughter. So children, did you all like the story?
Yes, Father.
Shall I ask a few questions then?
Yes.
George, tell me the meaning of the name Israel.
It means the one who wrestles with the God. Is it correct?
Yes, it's correct. Sit down. Matthew, here is the last question.
Yes, Father.
What is the message that you get from the story of Jacob?
The story of Jacob teaches us that God always protects and looks after the weak.
That's right. Good one, Matthew. It's time for me to leave. Goodbye, children.
Hello, Matthew.
Good morning, Father.
Why are you sitting here alone? Where is Lucy and George?
Lucy is there. And George is over there.
What happened? Why aren't you guys playing together?
Lucy and George had a fight, and they are not talking to each other.
Is that so? And why did they fight with each other?
We were playing hide and seek, and Lucy is saying that George cheated.
Now go and tell them that I want to talk to them.
I will tell them, Father. Lucy, Lucy! Lucy.
Go away, Matthew. I don't want to talk to anybody.
Lucy, Father John is here and he's calling you.
I'm coming.
All right, you go ahead. I have to call George also. George, Father John is calling you.
Let's go then.
Hey there, good morning. Why are you silent? Aren't you going to wish me back?
Good morning, Father.
Matthew told me that you both had a fight. Is that right?
Yes, Father. This George,
No, don't tell me the reason, Lucy.
She's lying, Father. It was she.
Stop it, George. Now listen. Whatever the reasons might be, I want you both to forgive each other and say that you were sorry.
But Father...
Lucy...
I'm sorry, George. I shouldn't have fought with you.
I'm sorry too. You're my best friend, Lucy, and I'll never repeat this.
See? Wasn't that easy?
Thank you, Father.
Now come on. Let's sit here. Today, I'm going to tell you the story of Ruth, a Moabite woman. She was an excellent example of how one should trust God. Her selfless love and total dedication to her mother-in-law is depicted as an example for all generations.
Wow! Tell us a story, Father.
All right, now listen carefully. Long time back, in a place called Moab, there lived a woman named Naomi. Her husband had died a long time back, and now recently, her 2 sons too died. She was now left with the wives of her sons, Orpah and Ruth.
There's no point of sitting here and crying. We can do nothing about it now. Ruth, you must listen to what I'm going to tell you.
What is it, Mother?
My daughters, you're still young. Go back to your people and marry again. You can have children of your own one day.
Mother, what are you saying?
No, Ruth. Stop. You must do what I say. I'm going back to Bethlehem, and you can't come with me.
But why can't I come to Bethlehem with you?
Because you're a Moabite woman, and in Israel, you'll always be a foreigner, my dear. Orpah, will you at least listen to me?
I will do whatever you wish me to do.
Thank you, dear. Thank you so much. Now, Ruth, please.
Mother, please don't insist. Wherever you go, I will go. Wherever you die, I will die. Your people shall be my people, and your God will be my God.
Oh dear.
Ruth refused to part her mother, and they both traveled together to Bethlehem.
Do you see that mountain, Ruth?
That one?
Yes, that's Nebo. It was from there that Moses viewed Canaan.
Nebo?
Poor Moses.
Why did you say that, Mother?
Oh, that's because after leading all the Israelites from Egypt, he died there. He died at the threshold of the promised land.
The God of Israel is the God of the poor. He will not abandon me.
While they were traveling, Naomi narrated the history of Israel to Ruth. And after many days of traveling, they finally reached Naomi's house in Bethlehem.
Hey, look!
Who are they?
I think I've seen that face before.
Isn't that Naomi?
Yes, it's her. Come on. Naomi!
Naomi, it's you!
Naomi!
You look so different.
Yes, it's been so long since you left.
Where is Elimelech and your sons? What happened, Naomi? No, don't call me that anymore. Don't call me Naomi. My life has become like this ruined house. I had everything when I left here, but I've come back empty-handed. I'm no more Naomi, the happy one. I'll be called Mara, the sorrowful from now on.
Don't worry, Naomi. It'll be all right.
But the God hasn't abandoned me totally. He has left me with her, the wife of my son. She is a good woman.
May God bless you.
For many days, their neighbors helped them by giving food to eat.
Mother,
Ruth, what is it?
how long are we going to live on this charity?
Yes, our neighbors are kind, but we mustn't burden them.
Mother, I was thinking.
What, dear?
I was thinking that I can go and work somewhere.
What?
Yes, Mother. Look, I'm healthy and I can work.
But dear, I can't bear that.
Listen to me, Mother. This is harvest season and I can go into the fields and glean.
No, I can't bear to see my daughter glean in a stranger's land.
But why should we be ashamed? You have told me that our God is the God of poor.
That's right. But they might insult you calling you a foreigner.
Mother, don't worry. I shall return by evening.
God, Father of orphans and protector of widows, please watch over my daughter.
And that day, Ruth went to work in the fields. She started collecting the leftover ears of corn.
It is scorching and I am thirsty. Where can I get some water?
The field that Ruth chose to work that day was owned by Boaz, a relative of Naomi. On that day, Boaz came to the field to oversee the reaping.
Who is that young woman?
Oh, her! Do you remember your aunt Naomi?
Naomi? Wife of Elimelech.
Yes, that young woman is the daughter-in-law of Naomi. She asked me permission to glean in your field, and I allowed. They are poor widows. She hasn't taken any break all day.
I remember Naomi. She was a good woman and she was trying very hard. What's your name?
Me?
Yes, you come here.
Yes, Master.
What's your name?
My name is Ruth. I am wife of Naomi's son.
I know. I am a relative of Naomi.
Oh.
You don't have to go anywhere else for gleaning. No one will bother you here. You may drink water from my servant's drawer.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. But what have I done to deserve this?
You? You left everything and came here with your mother-in-law? Come with me. We'll have something to eat. Here, have this.
This is such delicious bread. Thank you.
I'm glad you like it.
Can I take this bread to my mother? She will like this very much.
Of course you can.
Thank you.
Boaz liked Ruth very much, and he decided to help her.
You pull a few ears of corn from the bundle and let them fall down. Let Ruth collect those.
You have a good heart, Master.
Lord God, protector of the weak, wonderful are your ways.
Ruth, how was your day? And how did you get so much grain?
Mother, Lord led me into the field of a man called Boaz, a very generous man.
Did you say Boaz?
Yes, he told me he was a relative of yours.
Yes, he's my nephew, my cousin's son.
He was so kind. He gave me a lot of bread and roasted grains too.
Thank you, God.
He also allowed me to glean in his field till the end of the harvest season.
That's wonderful.
Mother, let's give some bread and grains to our neighbor, Lady Maka.
Yes, she is a kind woman and she helped us so much.
Until the end of harvest season, Ruth gleaned in the fields of Boaz. She gleaned during the day, and at night she sewed clothes for the poor.
Let's go to bed, dear. You've been working all day.
You go ahead, Mother. I will finish this one and join you.
But Ruth, look at you. You look so tired.
Don't worry, Mother. I will join you. Besides, tomorrow we are having the harvest feast. Boaz has invited me to.
Really? You must wear your best clothes. And don't forget to put on your ornaments too.
I will, Mother. Now you go ahead and sleep.
This is big! Ha ha ha!
Huh? This is the biggest harvest we had in years. God has blessed us.
God has been generous to you because you have been generous to poor people.
Isn't that Ruth?
Ruth? Where? I can't see her.
Look at the front.
No, I can't. Her? It is her. She's so beautiful.
Yes, I too didn't realize that.
Poor woman though. She has a good heart. She works all day and then she sews clothes for the poor.
I must pay a visit to her mother tomorrow.
And the next day, Boaz came to Naomi's house.
Good heavens! Boaz, my nephew!
Hello, Aunt.
It's so good to see you. I am ashamed to receive you in this poor shack.
Oh, Aunt. The condition of this house doesn't matter at all as long as you are happy.
Happiness? That is not for me. I lost everything. Everything except this daughter whom...
Don't worry. I'm here to talk about that daughter.
Huh? What about Ruth?
I wanted to talk to you first. I'd like to marry Ruth. But Only if you have no objection.
Lord, you have heard my prayer.
What do you say?
Oh, Boaz, we will be honored, but...
But what?
You know, as per our custom, my brother's son is the next of the kin.
Your brother's son? Who? Sikri?
Yes. As long as Sikri gives away his right, you cannot marry Ruth.
I didn't think about that.
I'm sorry, Boaz. I want you to marry Ruth. I really do. But...
I have to think about this. Don't worry, Aunt. I'll talk to Sikri and figure out a solution.
The next day, Boaz gathered Sikri and 10 elders at the city gate.
Everyone, the widow of Elimelech is selling a piece of land. Sikri, you are the next of their kin. You are entitled to buy it. Do you want to buy it?
Yes, I will buy the land from Elimelech's widow.
And as you buy the land, you are bound to marry her daughter-in-law. She is a Moabite woman. You must marry her and restore her late husband's name.
What? Are you joking? Are you saying that I should marry a Gentile woman? A foreigner?
Yes, that is the law of Israel. If you buy the land, then you will have to marry her.
Huh? No. No, I don't want the land.
Huh? What? Are you giving up your right?
Yes, I am. I don't want to marry a Moabite woman.
Then you must swear it.
Sikri, you must renounce your right in our custom. Give your shoe to Boaz.
All right. Here. I hereby renounce my right to buy Naomi's land, and as a sign, I'm giving my shoes to Boaz.
We hereby proclaim Boaz as the legitimate heir of Naomi's property. Boaz's plan worked, and Sikri renounced his rights. After a few days, Boaz married Ruth.
According to the law of Moses and Israel, I accept you, Ruth, as my wife. I shall be faithful to you until death.
May the God of Israel look kindly upon you. May you be honored in Israel through your descendants. Ruth and Boaz had a son, and they named him Obed. And Obed's son, Jesse, was the father of King David.
That was a great story, Father.
Yes, Father, we loved it.
Now shall I ask you a few questions from the story then?
Yes, Father.
Why did Naomi and Ruth go back to Bethlehem?
Naomi's husband had died a long time ago, and she lost her sons too. Naomi and Ruth had no one else in Moab, and that's why she left to her hometown.
Excellent, George. And was Ruth born in Bethlehem too?
No, Father. Ruth was born in Moab, and she was a Moabite.
Good, Lucy. Now tell me why Naomi changed her name.
Naomi meant the happy one. When Naomi lost her husband and her sons, she decided to change her name to Mara, which meant the sorrowful one.
Right again, George. Now tell me how Boaz and Naomi were related.
Boaz was Naomi's nephew.
That was quick, Matthew. Good one. Now tell me why Sikri refused to marry Ruth.
Sikri did not want to marry a Gentile woman widow, and that's why he let go of his right for Naomi's land.
That's right again. And for the last question, how was King David and Ruth related?
Boaz and Ruth had a son named Obed, who was the grandfather of King David.
That's correct, George. It's time for us to leave.
Father, what story are you going to tell us tomorrow?
Tomorrow? I'll tell you the story of Samuel tomorrow, my child.
Ah, the story of Samuel?
Yes, the story of Samuel. We will meet again tomorrow. Goodbye, children.
Goodbye, Father.
Goliath, I may be small in size, but I have God on my side. I'm giving you one last chance to surrender. If you don't, then you're going to die. What? You are not? Alright, then watch this. Get ready, Goliath. You are going to lose this battle.
You missed it!
You missed it, George. No, I didn't. Didn't you see? The stone touched him.
No, it didn't. Now give me the sling.
Yes, George. I saw it too. The stone didn't touch Goliath. Alright, now let's see if you can touch him. Haha, did you see that?
Yes, I did, Matthew. Haha, your stone went in the opposite direction. It did? Haha, yes. Don't worry, you can try again next time. I think there is something wrong with this sling.
Good evening, kids.
Hey look, Father John is here.
Good evening, Father.
What are you doing here? Huh? Who is that?
That's Goliath, Father.
Goliath? As in Goliath from David and Goliath?
Yes, Father.
Wow, that's really good. And what are they doing with that cutout? I'm sorry, Goliath.
We are practicing with our sling. See?
This is good. But make sure that you don't injure yourself while playing with this.
We will take care, Father.
Father, are you going to tell us the story of King David today?
Yes, but aren't you playing with your Goliath?
We will stop playing. Please tell us the story, Father.
Oh, you're that interested, is it? Come on, let's sit there and I will tell you the rest of the story. Are you all ready?
Yes, Father.
After the death of Saul, David became the king. He returned to Hebron and ruled there. Out of the 12 tribes of Israel, only the tribe of Judah supported him. Ishbosheth, the son of Saul, was ruling the rest of Israel. Civil war raged for years, but David grew stronger and stronger. But one of David's soldiers finally managed to kill Ishbosheth and brought his head to David.
Your Majesty.
Yes.
I wanted to present you this.
I killed Ishbosheth and brought his head as a present for you.
Oh no! How dare you! Ishbosheth was the son of my master Saul. What reward shall I give to you for beheading a man in his sleep? God, behead him right away!
But your majesty, please!
He was the son of my master. God, take him away. David ruled over his kingdom just and fair. The people of Israel were very happy with David.
Hey, did you hear what King David did to the soldier who killed Ishbosheth? Yes, our king is fair to everyone. We are blessed to have a king like David.
God is with him. We must accept him as our king.
Yes, you are right. Every other tribe in Israel is impressed with his work. You were right. I've heard that all the tribes are gathering at Hebron next week to acclaim David as their king.
That's wonderful. We must go there too. All the tribes of Israel liked David, and they gathered at Hebron to acclaim David as their king. Praise God for giving us such a mighty king. And finally, after a very long time, David became the king of the whole nation. The first thing that David did after becoming the king of Israel was to capture the city of Jerusalem, the fortress of the Jebusites. It became known as the city of David later on. We will call the city Jerusalem from today. Jerusalem, which means the city of peace.
That's a good name, my lord. A good name for the city of David.
We must repair these walls. They are not strong enough.
Yes, they look quite weak.
We will strengthen it by using new walls and moats. Find the best craftsmen to do the work.
Yes, my lord. We will start the work immediately.
Only if...
What is it, my lord?
Huh? It's nothing. I have been thinking a lot about bringing the Ark of Covenant to Jerusalem.
That's good thinking, my lord. If we can bring the Ark to this city, then Jerusalem will become the religious capital of Israel. But first we must consult with Prophet Nathan and seek his approval.
Yes, I will ask Prophet Nathan to come here, and we will talk about this. In the meantime, you must start the repair works.
Yes, my lord.
And as per David's instructions, expert craftsmen from all over the world were brought to build the palace. They used marble to build, and the fortress was made secure with moats and ramrods. But once the palace was built, David was bothered by guilt. How can I live in this majestic palace when the Ark of Covenant is still in Hebron? I must bring the Ark of Jerusalem. I shouldn't have left the Ark there in the first place. We must bring the Ark to Jerusalem. Call the priest immediately.
Yes, my lord.
King David got the consent of priests, and the Ark was brought to Jerusalem. The Ark reminded the Israelites of God's holiness and their need to obey Him. David had to fight many battles in the early years of his reign. He was a wise soldier and a humble man who prayed for God's guidance. Prophet Nathan, my mind is disturbed.
Why, my lord? All your enemies are defeated,
and your people are happy. And you have such a beautiful palace. This palace, that's the problem. What happened? What's wrong with this palace? How can I live in such a splendid palace when the Ark of God remain in a tent? Oh, don't worry. Our God prefers the tent. I know, but I want to build a beautiful house for the Lord. The most beautiful temple ever built on earth. Go ahead. Do as you like. The Lord is with you.
And that night Prophet Nathan received a message from God.
Nathan.
Huh?
Nathan.
God.
Tell my servant David, from the day I brought Israelites out of Egypt, I lived in the tent. You will not build a house for me, but I will build a house for you. I will secure your throne forever and rule Israel through your son.
Thank you, God.
God was pleased with David, and through that message, he assured that David's heir will rule Israel.
What? The Ammonites are refusing to pay the tribute? Haven't they learned a lesson from last year's war? We won't tolerate this insolence anymore.
My lord, let's demolish Rabbah, their capital. They will learn a lesson once we do that.
Go ahead. Surround their capital. Make sure that you don't destroy the capital. It might be of use later.
Yes, my lord. I'm leaving right away.
Huh? Who is that beauty? She's such a beauty. How come I didn't know such a beautiful woman was living here, right under my nose? Later that day, David had the woman brought to the palace. What's your name, dear?
My name is Bathsheba, my lord. I am the wife of Uriah. He is one of your soldiers.
Ah, Bathsheba. What a sweet name. That night, David committed a grave sin with Bathsheba, even though her husband Uriah was one of David's brave soldiers. But 2 months later, Bathsheba sent word to David informing him that she was pregnant. David realized that his sin was creating more problems. Where is Uriah?
He is in Rabbah, my lord, along with Joab.
Ask Joab to send Uriah to me immediately. Go now. No, I made a big mistake. What can I do now? I think I will send Uriah to his wife and make him think that it is his child.
You sent for me, your majesty?
So, how is the war, Uriah? The Ammonites won't surrender, right?
Yes, my lord. All of them have camped inside the fortress. We haven't attacked yet.
They will have to come out someday. Here, drink this wine.
Huh? No, thanks, my lord.
Are you refusing your king, Uriah?
I'm sorry.
David planned to get Uriah drunk and send him home to his wife Bathsheba. But Uriah kept refusing to go back home. Uriah, it's getting late. Why don't you go to your home now?
Huh?
What's the matter? Tell me.
I can't, my lord.
Huh? But why?
How can I go home, my lord? How can I go home to my wife
when my friends and my captain is there in the battlefield. Uriah was adamant that he will not leave the palace, and he slept at the door of King's palace. David tried again to send Uriah home, but Uriah refused to leave and stood by his king. When David realized that Uriah will never leave him, he did an even more wicked thing. Uriah, give the scroll to Joab. We have waited long enough. It's time to attack. Yes, my lord. And as David planned, Uriah got killed in the battle, and he married Uriah's wife, Bathsheba. Prophet Nathan, Your Majesty, how come you came here without a notice? Is there anything urgent? Yes, my lord. A grave crime has been committed in your country. Was it? Tell me. This is what happened. There were two men living in the same city. The rich man had flocks and sheep in great abundance. But the poor man had nothing but one fine lamb. The lamb ate and drank from his cup and slept on his chest. The poor man treasured the lamb like his daughter. But one day, when a guest came to the rich man's house, he took the poor man's lamb. No! What? I will not tolerate such crime under my rule. The man who did this must die. Then you are the man! Huh? Yes, Your Majesty. God wanted me to speak to you, and these were his words. You were a shepherd, and I made you a king. I blessed you with wives and children, made you rich and powerful. Oh no! Why did you disobey me? You killed Uriah and took his wife. I will stir up evil against you out of your own house. Other men will take your wives, and your child born of adultery will die. Oh no! I have sinned against the Lord. Have mercy on me, oh God, please. Please wipe away my sins, my Lord, please. David wept his heart out. His heart was broken when he realized his mistake. But in spite of his prayers, Bathsheba's son died.
No, my son. Why did you take him away, my lord? Why?
Don't lose heart, my dear. The Lord is punishing me for my sins. He will not abandon us. God forgave David for his terrible sin. Bathsheba had another child, and they named him Solomon. God has forgiven my sins. Solomon, my son, after me, you are going to be the king of Israel. King David had many other children, but some of his children brought great sorrow to David.
Wow, that's an amazing story, Father. It's so inspiring.
Yes, George. David was a God-fearing man. When Prophet Nathan pointed his sins, he readily repented and was prepared to accept any punishment. Even in the midst of calamities, he did not lose heart and firmly believed in the mercy of God. So, King David is a model of repentance. Now, you like the story?
Yes, Father. We loved it very much.
Alright, now shall I ask you a few questions?
Yes, Father.
Who can tell me the meaning of Jerusalem?
Jerusalem means the city of peace.
Correct. That was quick, Matthew. And what was the name of David's second wife?
Her name was Bathsheba, Father.
Who was Bathsheba married to before becoming the wife of David?
Bathsheba was married to Uriah, one of David's soldiers.
What happened to Uriah?
Uriah got killed in the battlefield. It was planned by David.
Was David sorry for what he did?
Yes, Father. He was really sorry when Prophet Nathan pointed out his sin to him.
All right. Now for the last question. What was the name of David's son born out of Bathsheba?
It was Solomon.
Tomorrow I shall tell you his story, the story of Solomon. Goodbye.